Hey my beautiful bitches, it's me, Fiona St. James, and welcome to another episode of Fiona's Coffee Talks. And as always, I like to start off every day with a fresh, hot, black cup of coffee. Hold the cream! I'd love to. Anyway, guys, so today's topic is, drumroll please, inner peace. So, reason I wanted to do this, well, various reasons, but as you know, I am always talking about like the universe providing for you and having good karma and all of that. And so that's essentially what this is about. Now, karma to me is like not only so much like being a nice person, because, you could, let's keep it real, you could be nice but be a hypocrite, but it's more so about like kindness and being kind. So like, I know that like some of the stuff that I do may raise an eyebrow, but the reality of the matter is that I don't do anything, to harm others. And I'm genuinely, I think, a kind person. And so what I have found in my life is that whenever I want something or like need something to happen, I've always been able to somehow will things to happen. So like, part of it is like, wanting it and thinking, I want this, I want that, but then saying the words out loud as well. But, you're not going to get anything if you're not a good person, or, if you don't have good karma. But apart from that, you also have to have inner peace. So, I mean, I can think of so many different examples in my life, including like getting this apartment. Like, I wanted to move into this apartment. I kept saying, I want to move in back into my building. I want apartment 4B. And that's essentially what ended up happening. So I definitely believe in like the power of your mind and willing things to happen. But, like I said, you have to have good karma. You have to have that inner peace within you to actually make that happen. So then I started thinking, all right, so the whole inner peace thing and the whole having good karma could bring you things in your life as you're living. So then it made me think, I wonder if that can hold true with if you, how could I put this? If you are at a stage in your life where like, you're up there in the years and you have led a full life and you're pretty much ready to go. So do we have the power to actually will our own not wanting to be around, or our own death, for lack of a better term? The reason that I even thought of this as a topic, as public a person as I am, the one thing that I've not spoken about a lot, except maybe in one video on elderly parents, is the fact that I have a 90-year-old father who's like not doing well, had a stroke a few years ago, and that he's pretty much at that point where like, no quality of life, and he wants to not be around anymore. And I can't really say that I blame him, because, when you're at that point where you can't do anything for yourself and you've had that fulfilled life and you're kind of ready to go, then a lot of people do. So then, but I think to myself, well, all he talks about is that, and a lot of people do, when they are at that stage. So can they actually, like the same way that I think I can will things to happen as I'm living, can one actually will that to happen? I think with that, the whole inner peace is the key to that equation. So like, even if your karma maybe wasn't all that great throughout your life, I think there's something to be said if you forgive yourself for maybe, not being the kindest person on the planet. And, if others forgive you, then as well, then maybe that's how you peacefully go. Because, you hear stories all the time how, people are at that stage and then they have loved ones telling them, it's okay, you could let go, and, don't worry about us, and, forgive yourself, or, come to peace with yourself. Get that inner peace so that you actually then can go to a better place where you're not suffering. Because like, I look at my poor Papa Pooh, and like, he's at the point now where like, I know he's in a lot of pain and he's suffering, and it's not a nice thing to see. And it's like, I recognize that he'll never like fully bounce back from that, and at this stage he's 90, and he doesn't want to anyway, even if he could, but he can't. So anyway, and I don't want to dwell too much on that. You know, that's my current reality. I'm not the only one, I'm sure, who's gone through this, and I'm not the only one who will. So, that's what prompted me to want to do this topic, because, you know, I am so into that spiritual side of me, where I'm not religious, but I've always had that spiritual side, and you know, you can call it God, Allah, Jehovah, whatever. I call it the universe. So I think there's this power out there, that can bring you what you want, or comfort you at times, or, you know, provide for you, assuming that is that, you know, you have all these components, the inner peace, the karma, all of that. So anywho, that's the whole scoop with that. So I'm curious with my subscribers, like, how do you guys feel about that? Like, you know, do you believe in that higher power that can actually, you know, bring you what you want, or where you can will things in life? And then for that matter, you know, can you will your own death, I guess, or like reach that point where you have the inner peace, and then, you know, you peacefully go. You know, I'd imagine anyone who's at that stage in their life where, you know, they have done all that they've wanted to do and they don't want to suffer anymore. I think it could be as easy as that, where they just, you know, kind of give in to whatever it is, and let go and find that inner peace, and then go peacefully. So, who knew I had this side to me, right? I'm so used to doing these videos where I tell these like fun, crazy stories, but I do have this side as well. Anywho, I'm going to keep this one short and sweet. Leave your comments, let me know what you think, and in the interim, you know, stay safe, stay healthy, and as always, I'm glad you guys are here with me. Thank you.